Explore the dark side of Star Trek with their top 7 villains in history. Who are these terrifying enemies? Why are they so famous in pop culture and the Star Trek universe? Let's find out. Number 7. Star Trek's most sadistic villain. At first, let's step into the Mirror Universe, where darkness reigns and cruelty thrives. In this alternate dimension, the Terran Empire dominates with an iron fist, replacing the Federation's ideals with a culture of conquest and brutality. Among the shadows of this twisted reality lurks Intendant Kira, a chilling counterpart to the valiant Major Kira. Intendant Kira embodies everything Major Kira opposes. Where Major Kira fights for justice, Intendant Kira revels in sadism. Played with captivating depth by Nana Visitor, Intendant Kira is not merely a villain but a force of nature. Her allure is as potent as her cruelty, using her seductive charms to manipulate and dominate those around her. Yet, beneath her beguiling facade lies a heart as cold as space itself. Intendant Kira is a master of deception, toying with her victims before delivering a final, merciless blow. Her reign of terror extends beyond mere episodes, solidifying her status as a recurring nightmare for the crew of DS9. Intendant Kira embodies the darkest aspects of the Mirror Universe, a reminder of the horrors that await when virtue is abandoned for power. Number 6. The Tragedy of Kai Winn. Kai Winn, portrayed with chilling precision by Louise Fletcher, is one such thread. From her humble beginnings as a Vedek to her ascent as Bajor's spiritual leader, Winn's journey is a descent into darkness. Driven by ambition and envy, Kai Winn's path is paved with manipulation and betrayal. Her allegiance to the Prophets is but a facade, a mask to conceal her insatiable hunger for power. Even as she ascends to the highest echelons of Bajoran society, her soul is consumed by jealousy and resentment. Kai Winn's tragedy lies not in her downfall but in her choices. Despite her lofty title, she's a slave to her own desires, willing to forsake everything for a taste of supremacy. Her alliance with the malevolent Pa Wraiths is the final act of a soul lost to darkness, a testament to the destructive power of unchecked ambition. In Kai Winn, we see the true face of villainy, not a monstrous entity, but a flawed and all too human figure, consumed by her own demons. Number 5. Wei Yun's manipulative charm. Amidst the chaos of war, there exists a puppet master pulling the strings with masterful precision. His name is Wei Yun, and he is the epitome of cunning and deceit. As the head of the Dominion's military presence in the Alpha Quadrant, Wei Yun is a master manipulator, capable of bending the truth to suit his whims. Played with mesmerizing charisma by Jeffrey Combs, Wei Yun is a study in contradictions, charming yet deadly, subservient yet scheming. Wei Yun's greatest weapon is his silver tongue, capable of weaving webs of deception with every word. In his interactions with formidable adversaries like Ben Sisko and Gul Dukat, he dances between friend and foe, his loyalty as fickle as the wind. Yet beneath his polished exterior lies a darkness that belies his charm. Wei Yun is a creature of the Dominion, a servant to its insidious agenda. His manipulations are but a means to an end, a means to ensure the Dominion's supremacy at any cost. In Wei Yun, we see the true face of villainy, his smile as deadly as a dagger. Number 4. Obsessed with revenge. Guess what? Ricardo Montalban's portrayal of Khan Noonien Singh in the Star Trek franchise is iconic, representing the epitome of a villain consumed by vengeance. Khan, introduced in the original series episode Space Seed, emerges as a genetically enhanced despot who once ruled a significant portion of Earth's population. He and 84 of his followers escaped the eugenic wars by entering suspended animation, only to be awakened by the crew of the USS Enterprise. However, Khan's full villainous essence is realized in the film Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan, 1982, often hailed as one of the best Star Trek movies. After being deposed and banished into space, he rose to become the greatest villain in Star Trek history. He almost killed every member of the Enterprise along with the other augments in Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan. The adored character Spock gave his life to save the ship. Blaming Captain Kirk for various personal tragedies, Khan seizes control of the USS Reliant and launches a relentless assault on the Enterprise. While his followers initially believe they're pursuing power and prosperity, Khan's true motive becomes chillingly clear. He seeks revenge against Kirk at any cost. "I mean to avenge myself upon you, Admiral. I deprive your ship of power, and when I swing around, I mean to deprive you of your life," Khan declares, embodying his unwavering commitment to vengeance. Through Montalban's performance, Khan channels the spirit of Herman Melville's Captain Ahab from Moby Dick, becoming singularly obsessed with destroying Kirk, mirroring Ahab's pursuit of the titular whale. Khan's character arc epitomizes the depths of obsession and the all-consuming nature of revenge. Number 3. The Borg Queen, Seductive Dread. In the Star Trek universe, are you aware? The Borg Queen emerges as the most dangerous enemies from Star Trek. Introduced in the television series Star Trek The Next Generation and further explored in the film Star Trek First Contact, 1996, the Borg Queen represents the living embodiment of the Borg Collective's will. Unlike the faceless drones comprising the Borg, the Queen possesses a distinct personality and agency, exerting control over the Collective's actions. Her allure lies not only in her physical appearance but also in her ability to manipulate and seduce, particularly showcased in her interactions with the android Data in Star Trek First Contact. Through promises of experiences beyond his capacity, she entices Data, blurring the lines between terror and desire. In Star Trek First Contact, the Collective was led by the Borg Queen and posed a threat to the Enterprise. The Federation posed the only real threat to the Borg, and they had even tried to obliterate Earth's historical record in the past through assimilation. Captains Picard and Janeway delivered a 1-2 punch 25 years apart that proved to be the final blow to the Borg. Admiral Janeway, who traveled through time, used the Collective to poison them in the Voyager series finale and to return the lost ship to the Alpha Quadrant. During a desperate attempt to integrate into Starfleet in Picard Season 3, the Borg were vanquished by the USS Enterprise NCC 1701D crew. Moreover, the Borg Queen's presence extends beyond mere temptation. Portrayed by actresses Alice Krige and Susanna Thompson, she embodies the essence of a being described as one who is many, encapsulating the collective consciousness of the Borg. Her character transcends individuality, representing a terrifying amalgamation of countless minds merged into one. Number 2. The delightfully devious trickster. Meet the mischievous trickster known as Q, an extra-dimensional creature of unknown origin who first appeared in Star Trek The Next Generation. It seems that Q has almost complete control over time and space. He belongs to a continuum of entities that go by the same name, Q, and who are all intended to maintain the cosmic equilibrium of the cosmos. Q has a special fondness for Captain Jean-Luc Picard and the Enterprise crew. He put them through a trial to see if civilization had progressed past its savage roots. Picard threatened to eradicate humanity from the galaxy if he couldn't persuade Q. Played by the talented John Delancey, Q is a godlike being with a penchant for mischief and chaos. Even though many of Q's antics were entertaining to watch, it was his actions that initially alerted the Borg to the Federation. Benjamin Sisko, another of Star Trek's finest captains, was the target of Q's games. When Sisko punched the omnipotent creature, he soon found that not all people were as eager to comply with his whims. On the USS Voyager, he also paid Captain Janeway frequent visits. Number 1. Gabriel Lorca fooled us all. The new ship named Discovery and its captain, Gabriel Lorca, were first shown in Star Trek Discovery. In order to take the Discovery to a different reality, he enlisted Michael Burnham into his crew and twisted the mission instructions. Deep Space Nine and Enterprise both revisited the Mirror Universe, a sinister alternate reality first introduced in the original series, where Lorca was secretly from. He's come to represent the idea rather well. The series revisits it from time to time to examine the darker aspects of its main characters. In the Mirror Universe, Lorca betrayed the Terran Emperor and became a traitor. By unintentionally entering a different reality, he was able to avoid punishment. Lorca replaced him, utilizing his Starfleet rank to be assigned to the one ship that could return him home. Though cunning and tenacious, Lorca remained a captain capable of motivating his team. He was a formidable foe, a symbol of Star Trek's third wave. If you're a fan of Star Trek, there's no denying the impact these characters have had on the franchise. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the timeless battle between good and evil in the final frontier of space. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more exciting Star Trek content.